Ian's industry-leading high-performance centre. The Carlwood system is based on a structured approach to daily routine and meticulous planning to help reach our goals. At Carlwood, Cian and the team work together to provide coaching, mentoring, advice on horse purchases and goal setting. We also facilitate students who wish to progress their show jumping skills while they study in universities in Ireland and across Europe. When it comes to developing your horse's fitness, scheduling and planning around competitions, no stone is left unturned. At Carlwood, we are committed to delivering quality, a place where our goal is the fulfilment of your ambition.
Today's world is not the world our children will inherit, for it is changing faster than ever before. We help students prepare for a future that is indefinable. Because we believe an education must go beyond books, bricks and mortar, we're creating the best schools in the world, so our students graduate world-wise.
Welcome to the Winter Equestrian Festival. Every year, Wellington Regional Medical Center proudly celebrates the return of the equestrian season to our community. We're honored to once again be the official emergency medical center of the 2025-2026 Winter Equestrian Festival. For more than 40 years, Wellington Regional Medical Center has delivered exceptional care to Palm Beach County residents. Guided by our high reliability journey, we put safety first in everything we do. Excellence isn't just our goal, it's how we treat our patients and each other every day. Through advanced technology, expanded services, and compassionate care, we remain committed to providing care you can count on. We're looking forward to another great season.
It's a lot to take care of something as cool as a horse. So 3-day eventing is like a triathlon for horses. I'm counting the rhythm of the horse. If I move my seat in a certain way, they know the signals. We do ask a lot of them physically. I love to stand my horses in ice water. It makes all the blood move while taking inflammation out.
At Deaver Golf Cars, we bring excitement to your golf car experience. We have an extensive range of new and refurbished inventory, and our team will fulfill all your sales, service, and rental needs. Whether you're teeing it up on the course, cruising through the neighborhood, or at the campground with family and friends, we have options to fit each and every lifestyle. Experience the Deaver difference, built on a tradition of excellence and service since 1978.
A bottle of Chrome Horse Society tequila is the sign that you are in the right place at the right time with the right people. It is tequila redefined, unapologetically modern, and always a ride to remember. This season, the Winter Equestrian Festival debuts the Show Pony, its first signature cocktail. Crafted with Chrome Horse Society tequila, it's bright, citrusy, and beautifully smooth. The perfect sip to celebrate every ride. Chrome Horse Society Tequila is the official tequila of the 2026 Winter Equestrian Festival. Please sip responsibly.
Powders with labels that you need to translate. Supplements marketed by your old roommate. Wellness routines wrapped in biohack schemes. These are a few of my fictional names. When you're confused, when trends make you feel lost and afraid, just remember that fruits and vegetables work and the fiction will fade away.
Guys, you might want to grab your ladies on this next one. Give them some love, and then give Kevin some love right afterwards.
I have climbed the highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Well, all set to go into our next class, and for the FEI class for the day, it is our Friday Speed, $32,000 Dodd Technologies 3-star 145. One round, as the name would suggest, but faults in time are the scoring factors here, and it sees us over the course designed by Nick Granite, once again, our course designer here this week. And our thanks to Dodd Technologies, your partner in engineering extraordinary experiences since 1983. Discover how they elevate sports, entertainment, and corporate events at doddtechnologies.com. Time allowed is 76 seconds around the track, finishing over the Peacocks as the last fence on course. And all set to go with our first is Ashley Bond. Ashley with the horse from the Clearmark Equestrian of Canada, and running Vega Chinzed is the 9-year-old gelding by Vagabond de la Pomme for Israel's Ashley Bond.
Home on a score of 4. The knockdown coming in number 6, completing in a time of 63.54 for Ashley Bond with Clearmark Equestrians at Vago Shinzi.
First combination of the lineup for this class, 41 in all going into our Dodd Technologies Speed here this morning. And it's Molly Ash Colliers, our next to go, the US rider for the Lewisburg Farm of Boston, Massachusetts. And the Mexican bred ride by Quasimodo is Kimi Del Macet.
Rails down at 8 and 11A. It's a score of 8 for Molly Ash Cotley and the Lewisburg Farms, Kimi Del Macet.
So taking us to Vanessa Hood now, and Vanessa next up with the Take 2 LLC of Wellington's Khalida. This is the Dutch-bred 11-year-old mare for Israel's Vanessa Hood.
Shows the lead knockdown at 11.8, the time 70.32 for Vanessa Hood with the Take Two's Kalita.
So leading combination still Ashley Bond in the very early stages here with Vago Chinzed and 4-4 63-5-4. It is Nal Nasser now for Egypt for the Evergate Stables of Wellington. And this time is with the Carambol side 9-year-old mare. This is Chrislyn van der Bustranzed.
First to go clear and claiming the lead early, just now Nasser with the Chrislyn van den Bosrand-Z. Time is 67.17, moves to the front.
US rider Nicolette Hirsch to go now and for the Chatwood Farms of here in Wellington too, and with the German bred mare by Cador 5. This is Fandora for Nicolette Hirsch.
Thank you, Ryder. And Nicolette Hurt taking number 1 on her way out. That'll take us to Canada's Aaron Ballard with New Star van de Berghoeven. The after Elon Furter with the 12-year-old Belgian bred mare. Aaron Ballard clear into the lead with Elon Verder's new star, Vanderberg Kuva, 61.59. Now the time to beat.
So new leader of this $32,000 Dodd Technologies speed this morning. And it's Max Watchman now. Max, he's been on a winning team here for the Irish before now and riding the Coolmore show jumpings. Canham JAZ as our next. The Zangerside Stallion by Canan is the 11-year-old for Max Watchman.
$71.33, just the knockdown at 11A for Ireland's Max Watchman and Canham JAZ. Aaron Ballard, early leader with Elon Verder's new star, Vanderberg Kuva. Time to beat at 61.59.
British rider Emily Radledge now, and Emily with her own Mr. Jones, the Dutch-bred stallion, 9-year-old by Comme il faut for Emily Radledge. New leading time from Aaron Ballard comes down by quite a bit to 61.59, so nearly 6 seconds coming off that leading time.
Just a knockdown number 9, 67.83. The time for Emily Routledge going into 4th as our second fastest 4 with her own Mr. Jones.
And followed up by Lily Keenan now, and the US Championship rider for the Chansonet Farm, their home base in New York and down here in Wellington too. This is the stallion by Candy de Nantuel, and this is Chagrin d'Amour for Lily Keenan.
The clear round 68 to 80 for Lily Keenan in the Chansonet Farms Sugar and Dalmore, and that'll go into third place here for the Dodd Technologies meter 45. Aaron Ballard leads with New Star. Now Nasser and Chrysalin Van den Bosren-Z in second.
Top three, 68.80 for Lily Keenan and Chagrin de Maud. So Erin Ballard leads as we'll go on to Genevieve Mayer next. The US rider for the G Sport horses, and this is going to be H Kindness. Is the Holsteiner mare by Crunch 3 is the 11-year-old for Genevieve Mayer.
Score the rails at 7 and at 9. Genevieve Mayer, H Kindness with a time of 75.06, finishing on a score of 8.
Erin Ballard keeps the lead, 61.59 so far. US rider 2, Stella Wasserman now. Stella with Mallorca is the 11-year-old combination here. The mare by Milord Cartago for Stella Wasserman.
Stella Wasserman takes the lead with Mallorca exactly 2 seconds faster than Aaron Ballard's at time with New Star Van Berghoeva. So Stella Wasserman moves to the front of the pack at 59.59. Aaron Ballard now in second with New Star at 61.59 at Niall Nasser and Chrysalin Van den Bosren-Z into third.
And to our next to our top 10 riders in the world is Laura Crouch, who's top 3 yesterday as well in the FEI class. Laura with the St. Bride's Farms Très Bien Zer is the 11-year-old gelding by Toulon for Laura Crouch.
0 for jumping, score 4 against the clock at 79.80 for Laura Kraut and the St. Brad's Farms Tribune Z. Stella Wasserman still leads here in Ballard in second, Niall Nesser in third.
Australia now, and Tyser Owen riding for Michael Smith, and this time it will be the French-bred gelding, and that goes next is Heisen de Moussois is the next, the gelding by Course Rouge for Tyser Owen.
So up for jumping, 28 on the clock, a total of 40 for Tyser Win with Horizon de Moussois.
Gavin Moylan now, and Gavin the next with the Canadian rider going for the Gavin Moylan Stables, the Middleburg, Virginia, and this is going to be the gelding by Glenfiddich is Memphis.
$65.36, and the clear round will place Canadian Gavin Moylan and Memphis in third at this point in our Dodd Technologies meter 45. Stella Wasserman still leads with Mallorca on a time of 59.59. Aaron Ballard and New Star Vandenberg Hoover in second.
US rider Tanner Karolka next for the Carlwood farm of Wellington. Tanner with the Westphalian gelding by Colestus is Cardoso 4.
Seven and 11A, the two knockdowns there for Tanner Karolka and the Castlewood Farms at Cardoso 4. Score of 8 on a time of 64.83. Through 15, leading time of 59.59 from Stella Wasserman and Mallorca.
Next, the Canadian riders now is Casti Rain. Casti for the Rain family, and this one will be the Oldenburg mare by Chaco's son. Is Escorial K.
Goes into third, 65-35, a penalty-free effort for Canada's Cassidy Rain with Escorial K, owned by the Rain family. Stella Wasserman still leads, Aaron Ballard in second.
Top three so far in this $32,000 Dodd Technologies speed this afternoon. And going also into our world top 10 is Great Britain's Ben Mayer now, running for Jane Forbes-Clarke once again. And this time with the 10-year-old gelding by Staccato Gold is Nighthawk for Ben Mayer.
Great Britain's Ben Mayer into fifth with the Jane Forbes Clark entry, Nighthawk 65.45 and fault free.
Stella Wasserman remains in the lead in our Dodd Technologies speed this afternoon, 32,000 FEI class. And Jessica Lito to go now, the US rider for the 8 wins of Wellington, and sweeping in with the Kalido side, Simbura.
That's a clear round for Jessica Lito, and the 8 wins LLC entry, Simbura, goes into 8th on a time of 72.47.
Take us down to Germany, and Tiara Bleicher to go now, running for Sohan Widman of Germany. And so this, the stallion by El Salvador, is Elfra van Beekset.
Germany's Tiara Bleicher finishing up with Sohan Widman's Elfra van Beek-Z. Just the 4 faults at fence 4 on a time of 69.72.
Take us back to Erin Ballard now, currently in 2nd place, earlier ride of New Star. Now the Canadian back running again for Alain Furter. This is Epsilon de Prenil as our next for Canadian Erin Ballard, the horse by Ernest.
Just the 4 faults at number 7 at 60.78 for Erin Ballard on her second mount, Elon Furter's Epsilon de Brunel.
So we take a short break in this $32,000 Dodd Technologies 3-star. Stella Wasserman leading so far with Mallorca at 59.59. Erin Ballard second, Casti Rain top 3. Remains with 21 left to go in the lineup for our morning and class, and should just take us through the tail end of the morning. Stella Wasserman keeps the lead in the Dodd Technologies FEI Speed.
In today's $32,000 Meter 45 Classic, presented by Dodd Technologies, your partner in engineering extraordinary experiences since 1983. Discover how they elevate sports, entertainment, and corporate events at doddtechnologies.com. We've seen 20, another 20 to go. Stella Wasserman currently leading with Mallorca on a time of 59.59. Aaron Ballard and a new star Vandenberg Hoover in second. Cassidy Rain in third with Escorial K.
And so back underway, and Elise Stevens starts us off, the US rider for the Rendezvous Farm, and this will be Omega H and DB is the mare by Canaan for Elise Stevens.
Vaulting at 3 fences, a score of 12 for Elise Stevens and the Rendezvous Farms, Omega H and DB, the time 66.14.
Rider for Turkey now is Sergio Corsalant now for the Leila Stables of here in Wellington. This the gunning by Zento is the Dutch-bred Flying Echo.
Title sponsor fence down. It's for the Dodd Technologies Oxer number 2 for Turkey's Selçuk Öcalan and Flying Echo. The time of 68.67.
Second ride now for Ashley Bond, and it is another Echo, actually Echo LVF now for the Ashley Bond show jumping of California. This is the Emerald Side Holsteiner for Ashley Bond.
64-13, clear, and it'll go into third place for Ashley Bonda with Echo LVF. Stella Wasserman maintaining the lead with Mallorca at 59-59. Aaron Ballard and New Star, our second place combination.
Second right now for Ireland's Max Watchman, and Max this time again for the Coolmore show jumping, and this will be the 9-year-old gelding by Contendro. It's the Kerryman for Max Watchman.
The rail at 9 to finish on a 4 for Max Watchman and Coolmore Show Jumpings. The Kerryman, 68.55 at the time, just out of the ribbons, going into 13th for the Irishman.
US rider Michael Walter next, and riding for Mia Morano of here in Wellington. This the gelding by Dia Continas is Dia Electro RW.
Michael Walton, the Electro RW retiring. Stella Wasserman still leads 59-59, still the target with her own Mallorca. Aaron Ballard and Elon Furter's New Star. Vanderberg Hoover in second. Ashley Bond recently moving into third with Ashley Bond show jumping's Echo LVF.
Brian Kadanchka now, the US rider for the Glen Bay Farm of here in Wellington. This the gelding by Action Pure Z is Arctic JTZ, the 9-year-old for Captain Brian Canan.
1-8 with the 2 knockdowns for Captain Cornon and Arctic JTZ on a time of 71.59.
US rider Audrey Schultz to go next for the Riverbrook Sport Horses of Saddle River in New Jersey. And this by Paddock du Plessis is Pebbles.
Audrey Schultz retiring with the Pebbles. Stella Wasserman still leads Aaron Ballard in second. Ashley Bond in third.
Genevieve Mayer now in the next ride for her, and the US rider for the G Sport Horses again. This time it is the gelding by Houston. It's Olisco P.
Total of 7, the knockdown at number 10, and 3 against the clock for Genevieve Meyer riding for G Sport Horses, a limited partnership with Olisco P, time 78.06.
Still leaving us with Stella Wasserman at the top, Erin Ballard second, Ashley Bond top 3, Elena Haas now, and Elena with her own Ogu BT Special.
And with knockdowns coming at 5-8 and 8, it's a score of 8 for Elena Haas and Ogobiti Special, 65-38 the time.
Back to Vanessa Hood now, and Vanessa this time again for the Take 2 LLC. This is going to be the Swedish bred gelding by Gamla Sar is K&T Geronimo.
Just the 4 at 4:71.03 the time for Vanessa Hood with it. Take 2's K&T Geronimo. Another 10 to show for the Dodd Technologies Meter 45 Classic, and it is still Stella Wasserman firmly in the lead at 59.59. Aaron Ballard in second, Ashley Bond in third.
Taking us to Spain's Gonzalo Busca now, running for the Kalani stables here in Florida as well. And with the gelding by also Glenfiddich VDL, this is Rica for Gonzalo Busca.
Gonzalo Busca retiring with Ricardo Veneterno shoot.
Taking a shot now is Margie Engel. Margie with the Glade Winds partners Jack of Hearts, this stage spread gelding by Heartbeat for Margie Engel.
73 flat and a score of 8 with the 2 knockdowns for Margie Engel and the Glade Wins partners at Jack of Hearts.
US rider JJ Serrano now, and JJ riding horse from Alamferda stable. This time it is the Holsteiner mare by Eureka is I Am Inga for JJ Serrano.
Just the rail in number 8 for JJ Toronto. And the Elon further entry, I Am Inga, 64.33. The time goes. Go into 12th at this point for JJ and Inga. Stella Wasserman still leads with Mallorca. Aaron Ballard had New Star in second. Ashley Bond, Echo, LVF in third.
Take us now to Niall Nasser. Niall, who finished so well in the early shows last season here in Wellington. Niall with the Evergate Stables Irish bred gelding. This is the 11-year-old ESI Ali.
Zero for jumping. It does go into 10th place on a 2-fault score. 77.33 the time there for Niall Nassar and ESI Ali.
Still leaves Stella Wasserman in front with Mallorca. It is Aaron Ballard second with New Star and Ashley Bond top 3. And leaves us with 6 left to go in this Dodd Technologies class. And so in our speed now, we go to Mark Blumen. Mark, and the ride for the SNL Farms for the Colombian is SNL Protector.
62.58 with the score 4 for Mark Blumen. As now Protector goes into 12th in the standings as the second fastest of 4 falter for the Dodd Technologies Meter 45 Classic. Five remaining. Stella Wasserman still leads. Aaron Ballard in second. Ashley Bond in third.
Down to our final 5, and Nicolette Hurt now. Nicolette for the Chatwood Farms once again. This time with the gelding by Belou Duray is Balia Sylvia.
Just a knockdown at the final fence at the back rail at number 12. Score 468.91. The time for Nicolette Hurt and Balia Sylvia.
So still leading score coming from that of Stella Wasserman at 59.59. Only one under the 60 seconds so far. Just the one to dip under the minutes. And our winner already this week as well is World Top 10 rider Nina Malave to go next. The French rider for the Rain family. And this time around it's Lamkel ZTB by HH Messenger for Nina Malave.
Scoring the rail at 7:71.70. The time finishing up with 4 faults for Nina Malave and the Rain family's Lamkel.
Into our final 3, and it's Ansgar Hodges Jr. to go now for a good Einhaus of here in Wellington. And the young US rider with a stallion by Chaco Blue is Tulum.
62.99 with 8, with the knockdowns at 8 and 9 for Ansgar Holtkers Jr. in Tulum.
Two left to go. Callie Shoulder first of those for the Southern Archers team. This is the stallion by Eureka's Eureka's for Callie Short.
$66.81 with the 4 fault for the front rail at number 12 for Callie Shot and Eureka's Venegata.
And takes us to our final combination to go. Blythe Caroli is last out for the BK Equestrian of Wellington. And Kingston is going to be the last horse. Stella Wasserman keeps the lead at the moment with 1 to go.
$67.83 with the 4 at number 8 for Blythe Caroli and BK Equestrians at Kingston. As our final combination for today's Meter 45 Classic presented by Dodd Technologies, Stella Wasserman takes the top call with Mallorca on a time of 59.59, a 2-second cushion between our leader and second place Aaron Ballard, who picks up the red rosette for Elon Ferder with New Star, Vanderberg-Hoover, Ashley Bond, and Echo LVF in third. Cassidy Rain fourth for the Rain family with Escorial K. Canada's Gavin Moylan and Memphis finish in 5th. Ben Mayer takes 6th for the owner, Jane Forbes Clark, with a Nighthawk. 7th award goes to Niall Nasser and Evergate Stables entry, Crislin van den Balsrand Z. Is Lily Keenan in the Chansonet Farms, Chagrin de Moore in 8th. 9th for Jessica Lido and Simbura, owned by 8 Wins LLC. Another in the top 10 for the Egyptian rider, Niall Nassar, with ESI Ali. That entry also owned by Evergate Stables. 11th for Aaron Ballard, Epsilon Dubre Nil. Colombia's Mark Blumen rounds out the ribbons with SNL Protector. Bringing back our winner for today's $32,000 Meter 45 Classic, presented by Dodd Technologies, and Mark Dodd, CEO of Dodd Technologies, here to present to our winner. Dodd Technologies is your partner in engineering extraordinary experiences since 1983. Discover how they elevate sports, entertainment, and corporate events at doddtechnologies.com. Congratulations to Stella Wasserman, the U.S. rider with our only sub-60-second round, taking the top call by 2 seconds at 59.59 with her own Mallorca to win today's Dodd Technologies Meter 45 Classic. Thank you to Mark Dodd, CEO of Dodd Technologies, for being on hand for the presentation. Congratulations again to Stella Wasserman, the win in today's Meter 45 Classic with Mallorca by 2 seconds on a time of 59.59.